Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land.
Hey, my boy Nico up in here, bro.
Esports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
And that boy Step broke balling out here, bro. 2 back-to-back. Who you was using? Ohio State? Nico, bro, what it do, man?
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much.
Bro, just grinding, bro. Yo, y'all, that's my boy Nico, man. We played football together back in the day. That boy be streaming too. Bro, the streaming been going good, bro. I just started in December. Like mid-December or some shit like that, bro. Trying to get something going. I be up in your shit, bro, when you be on, bro. That fighting shit be funny.
The 18. As he stopped at the 18.
Yeah, bro. If you got the Xbox for 300, bro, that's a deal, bro.
A first down for the offense.
That boy Nico got that bread, bro. He got all the expensive gadgets and shit, man.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. But as this
I never tried one of those MetaQuest shits, though.
Keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking downfield. It's Flagway.
Oh, we gotta get that off, bro.
Just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end.
Fuck off me, little boy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too.
Yeah, offer up legit, ain't it?
Get a sack, you're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback.
I don't think you're gonna get scammed in there. That's some legit shit.
Because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got his man on the right.
I need a better catch animation than that.
Nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Swerve on him.
To the 15.
Yup. Swerve on that motherfucker.
And he'll take it
Swerve
over,
on that,
and
boy.
they couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point.
Yeah,
is
that's
good,
legit,
and it's
bro.
7-0.
I don't know if I got Game Pass or not. I think I might. I don't know if I do. Oh yeah, I do got Game Pass, I think. But really, I just be playing this, and I already got like 30, 40 fucking games on my Xbox, bro.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
But yeah, I do got that shit though, for real.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Yeah, you won't, bro. You can play all the games now, bro.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
I was thinking about getting a PlayStation one time, and I was like, I don't even know
To the air, it's
what really would be the point.
Pocket starts to collapse. Got out of trouble.
Give me that shit.
Throws it back across his body.
I mean, if you play a lot of games though, it's a good idea if you play a lot of games and shit. But like I said, I got like 30, 40 games on my Xbox alone, bro. And I be playing this shit. I be playing this college shit like 99% of the time.
This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. And
I just keep other shit for like my kids and shit.
Not telegraph throws like you did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Really, I just play this and some duty.
To stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
Oh, let me in there.
It's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
Yeah, Runs. He said he got the new one for fucking $325, bro.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was terrible.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He wants to pass it on 2nd
Good
down.
dot.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on
Good
that
fucking dot.
scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard score.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I probably would have bought that shit and flipped that motherfucker. I know that could easily sell for about 500 maybe.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Man, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that.
How did he get through there, bro?
Scheme that you can use against this defense.
Yeah, I got the new one, the one that looks like a computer tower. What is it? The X? I think it's called the X. I be forgetting all the fucking names, bro. They got so many. But I got the last one they made.
Wanted to establish the run game. They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand
Good
the
play,
heat,
boy.
and he will go down as we played one quarter.
Florida 14, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Shoots it to the left.
Fuck no. Give me that shit.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Yeah, he's out of here, man. He ain't want no more smoke, bro. He ain't want no more smoke. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that new one, bro. How much you pay for? Did you get it when it first came out? How much you paid for your shit? Cause I just got mines last year. I was still rocking the. I was playing the what the fuck was I on? I was on the other one. I just got this one like last summer. I think I still dropped like 500, bro. All right, bet that, Chiefs. The mini fridge. This shit do look like it too.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a.
Damn, bro, you gave away the Xbox? That's crazy.
Just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it.
I ain't giving away no system.
Team in the country, the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, we got Texas.
Another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. I know he thinks he can house every return.
Nah, yeah, I could tell you love you gotta love a nephew to get that motherfucker the whole system. Like, boy, I might get you a game or something, but damn.
You just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Ah, you stupid, bro. Early in the morning, that's what them fucking teenagers be on. Motherfuckers who know everything about the game and shit. Yeah.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
First down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Blue. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well.
Good tackle.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead.
Oh my God, bro. We gotta start this shit.
Nothing but green ahead. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll have
Oh, we celebrating? Damn, that's crazy.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more.
Well, y'all know the time is backwards for me, bro. Cause right now it's about to be 7 in the morning.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77.
But I have noticed like the time does matter, bro. I get on at different times of the day, be playing like different people.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a productive play.
Yeah, Gators, so you already know, bro. You know the struggle.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass.
Swerve on this motherfucker.
25. Speeding down the left side. The 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him.
Swerve on that motherfucker, bro.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ewers.
I'm about to say, he can't hold on to that.
It's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Yeah, Gators, anytime you can get on and get a couple games in, bro, I'll get on
this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle.
That shit, bum.
And he intercepts it. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And that's a live ball. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds.
That's one thing I don't understand, bro. Motherfuckers be celebrating and shit. Like, motherfucker, you happy you went up 7 points? Should be pissing me off, bro.
Take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got.
Yeah, Hawk, I can't lie. I need you to catch that, big dog.
Through all the bodies in the middle of the field, they just couldn't hook up on that one.
After the second down
He ain't even really hit you.
Third and 8. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Get in there. Fuck.
They'll get him stopped.
I want my touchdown pass, man.
They're in business here with a first down.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gets.
Let's see if you want to celebrate now, bro. We about to run this motherfucker off the sticks for doing that stupid shit.
Just 4 plays.
And it's like it wasn't even a good play either. The motherfucker broke a tackle and shit. Like, come on.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Motherfucker, sit your ass down.
Any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those.
Yeah, bro, that boy Taco put that. I got that belt put on me in that game, bro. Shit snowballed out of control fast, man. O-line was getting bitched up. Quarterback was shaky.
He didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, that was an old-fashioned belt session, bro.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, pick that shit. Let's go the other way.
To be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem.
Let's go the other
4th
way
and
with that.
medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
I mean, shit, bro. I wouldn't even say a bad game, bro. I just, you know. Like I say, no excuses, bro. Good old-fashioned belt session.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
Yeah, let's see if he got something to celebrate now.
By the quarterback on that
we're about to embarrass this motherfucker,
I'm
bro.
taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the
Yeah, Chiefs, Tone, that shit was embarrassing, bro. That wasn't a good representation of myself. But like I said, it was just one of them games where it's just a couple bad plays and that shit just got out of hand fast. And my O-line did not show up, bro, at all.
Fielded in the end zone. It's folded.
Sit
I
your
know
ass
he
down.
thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
"22 days, man. We counting it down for you."
The Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To throw, it's Ewers. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab
Bro,
on the
my
right.
fucking safety, bro.
Big
You
gain
supposed to be
on that
watching
as
that
he
shit,
steps
man.
out of bounds with a first down.
My safety
That's a
literally
nice
just
little catch on
standing
that
there.
play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The Longhorns in the hurry up. Give to the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think
Yeah, that's what I'm
about
saying,
Debo,
bro.
I think
Like,
about
you
great
know, I
running
don't be
backs,
tripping
man.
about
Earl
people
Campbell,
playing with
Pete
tier ones, bro,
Williams,
because I like
Charles,
exposing these
Bijan
motherfuckers. But
Robinson. This
if you
dude
get
seems
somebody
like
who
he's the
know what
next
they
guy
doing
in
on
that
here,
long list
and it's just, you
of
know,
game breakers at the position. He's got
you get
everything
somebody
you
who know
look
what they're
for
doing
in a
on here
great
playing with a tier one, bro, it could be,
And the Longhorns are
it can
moving
get
quickly
crazy
down
real
the
fast.
field. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Give me that shit with your dumb ass.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Like, the
on
majority of
interception.
people play with tier ones, bro, because they just need them to be good at the game. But when you have an actual good player who play with them motherfuckers, bro, it's tough.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And
Nah, yeah, that's a
this
fact,
game,
bro.
This offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a
But, you know, I got up here
semblance
without
of a
it,
running
so
game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to
it can
use
be done.
play-action pass later in this game to
You
get
can
some
make it
explosive
without the
plays
tier
down
one.
the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The
Lineman
Gators will keep
blocking,
this
bro.
drive
What
going.
are you doing?
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, you don't even have to be highly ranked to be in the tournaments and shit, bro. But, you know, since I'm out the country and shit, bro, like, the money and shit ain't the same. And it's hard for me to do the tournaments and shit from way out here. But fuck, I want to.
Coming after it.
No way he got off the block that fast, man.
Pays off the sack at the 20. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time
My boy Xander, what
it
it do, bro?
Points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
11, you gotta block him. We could have scored right there.
Gators are threatening on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, bet,
This
Tone.
defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It is True as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hey, I know we had some smoke to get to in the chat yesterday that I couldn't get to, bro. So whenever y'all ready to play, let me know, bro.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Yeah, it's the difference between the controllers, bro. Just a different feel.
Turn inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Like I say, man, whenever the chat ready, bro. Anybody in the chat, man, just let me know. Yesterday, I think I had 2 games lined up I couldn't get to, man, because I had to get off, but
continue that. You want to see good decision making. You want to see him playing on time, and as always,
just whenever.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's
all kinds of running room. He's at the 40. At the 30.
Yeah, he's ass. He's ass. Click on, bro. Click on. You ass.
And the pummeling has started. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone.
This motherfucker, man.
Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this.
Oh yeah, hey, you know, either one, yeah, you know, the weed all good too, brother.
Score big plays and big touchdowns. Good luck stopping.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
See, y'all lucky you still in the States with that good shit, bro. Out here in Switzerland, they don't know what the good shit is, man.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse.
That's really one of the things I miss about being home, bro. Is that good. That good. And I was in Cali too, so you already know. Sit down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Hey, it's not Swedish, bro. It's Switzerland. They Swiss.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble.
But yeah, bro, motherfuckers look exotic out here. And they tall as hell, bro. I swear, like, the average height of the female is like 5'8", 5'9", bro. These motherfuckers tall out here. And they love you because you American, too.
To throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wide out. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Once you're going to be in Cali, you already know what to do, bro. Find you that good.
Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep.
Bro, pick the ball, man.
But the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me.
Bro, hopefully at some point I get to come back home, bro.
That I want to go attack consistently.
But I mean, you know how it is when you get somewhere and get set up and shit, bro. It's hard to move again. Moving across the world ain't no joke, bro. That shit expensive.
DB's right up on the receivers. On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing.
Nah, yeah, she from Switzerland, bro. That's why I'm out here. But I met her when she was her and her friend was vacationing in Cali and shit. And I met her and we just hit it off and was talking for like, you know, ever since. Moved my ass on out here.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Fires toward the end zone.
I knew that shit was coming, bro. We fucking dropped the pick already.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they
Caught
draw
that.
a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read.
Oh yeah, you going to Texas, bro? It's cheap out there.
About to kick it off after
You're gonna have you a nice crib for the low. And it's no state taxes or something like that.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Texas is that's actually a state I wouldn't mind living in either.
The offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play quick strike.
Get you a nice crib for the low, bro.
Hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put
Boy,
the defense
what?
on teams.
Cali is foot, bro. You gotta be selling dope or a pro athlete to live out there comfortably, bro.
Go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He makes the tackle.
Cali do not be playing.
40-yard line. It's
That shit expensive than a motherfucker.
They'll have a first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Vegas is the move.
Florida 31, Texas 15.
Vegas is a motherfucking move, bro. It's cheap up there. You up there by all the casinos. It's close enough to Cali where it's not too far away. It's just hot than a bitch. You want to talk about some heat?
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense.
I mean, I wouldn't say never move back. Like if I hit the lotto or something, if I had, you know, if I just had the money to do it, I'd move back to Cali. But yeah, I mean, there's other states that just financially make more sense, bro.
Quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Big 3rd down.
Like living in California, that's that paycheck to paycheck type shit, bro.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And all you doing is paying for the fucking weather. That's it, bro.
Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Gators will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for a block. It's Bolden.
Hit this stupid
They'll
eye.
get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
That boy runs down there in the sticks, man.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end.
Give me that shit, boy.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there.
It's not cracking down there in Bama.
Run that clock.
It's probably country as fuck, bro. Probably depends on what city you go to.
That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and
Who's that? OG, what's going on, bro?
out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Fuck off me, little boy. Little ass boy.
Touchdown Gator! And the punishment has been extended.
These boys little, man. Need to hit the weight room.
That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go
Shit, Brian, it's just like that everywhere, bro. You know, motherfuckers be hating all over the globe, man. It's not just Bama.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a 1st down play.
No, but I feel you. After a while, bro, as you get older, you want to get away from that shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers ain't got time to be dealing with that shit every day.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got loose...
Yeah, motherfuckers get used to it, but it get old after a while.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Motherfuckers got kids and family and shit, bro. You ain't got time for that shit.
Play, explosive touchdown just like that. Time is against them. Still
I'm trying to figure out how did he get behind us, bro, in a deep fourth. That's like what are we even looking at?
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you
Made the fucking score closer than it should have been.
when you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
Yeah, bum, do that shit 2 more times so this shit could be over with. And next time when you see my gamer tag, don't fucking celebrate, bum. I done beat your ass a couple times before.
On first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
When y'all match up with no chaser, with an 8 in there, easy dub. And if you celebrate on YouTube, punish his ass like I just did.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the...
Yeah, bro. I wasn't even gonna lie. I had to turn up on his ass, bro, because I be hating that shit. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers ain't gonna learn, bro. I'm gonna be cool. I'm just gonna beat your ass if you don't do nothing. But I gotta violate if you talk shit or if you celebrate. I gotta violate, bro. Now I gotta get on your ass.
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found.
We need some better blocking right there.
At the 23. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll step across the sidelines after making... on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Finds his target down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands,
Boy, my boy Pot, what he do, bro? He talking about get you family. Hell no, bro. I'm still trying to catch up to you, man. My boy Pot at work, always making that bread.
Looking to throw it again. Unleashes one. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Easy money, man. Let's go.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to him. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24.
Bro, my boy Pot, perpetually tired, bro.
Leaves it with the back.
Always in a state of tiredness.
Knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. The kids will take it out of you.
But these are body blows, and as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry up mode. Might as well stick with him.
Oh, we got to make the tackle, though, bro. Come on.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nah, yeah, whatever you got to do, bro. Family time is important, man. I'm telling you. Nothing else makes up for in-person time, bro.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Alabama quickly back to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Throws for the tight end. And
I need that P.
is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit.
Yeah, bro.
The football out at the same time.
We got to break the cycle, bro. Dads are important, man.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Milrow. Feeling some heat. And he
Good pressure,
was hit
D-line.
just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've been good so far, bro. Undefeated for the day.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama.
We're only an hour in, though, so let's see.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Carmani, why he start running so slow at the end?
The great thing of
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another
That
look
motherfucker
at the
started
play.
jogging at the
Officials on
end.
the field were right, and the play will stand. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6.
We gave up 2 fourth-down conversions on that drive. That's terrible.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition
kind of block
of
attempt was that?
because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback checking off. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense When you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, we'll dot that shit up.
He's just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Oh, bro, what kind of block? That's what I'm talking about. What kind of blocks am I getting, bro?
He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
These Bama niggas just taking the block, still making the tackle. Like, come on.
Really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
I should have been a fucking tub.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls
fucking
the timeout
line,
here.
bro.
Critically important to make
Jesus.
sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
That makes the score Florida 10, Alabama 7.
The Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After the lack of production in the 1st half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense...
I'm about to say, just fucking make the tackle, bro.
Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Oh, pick the ball. It wouldn't let me click on.
Pass will bring up 4th down.
I knew he was going to try to hit that stupid shit.
Here in the 2nd half, they've got to have the mentality.
That's a pick 6, bro. Why would you ever just hit that?
We get the double. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And then a low-scoring game.
I hate that dumb shit, bro. Put two hands up and catch that shit.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this.
The catch.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to him. That pass is in. They might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Going for 6.
He threw it out of bounds.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now
Yeah, shit, boy.
fires and picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Gets rid of it. Gets it out quickly. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 10, Alabama 7.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket.
Good dot.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown,
Good
Gator.
dot.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they
My boy
finish it
Tone
with
back
an
in here.
11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
Good tackle.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The play,
Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Alabama quickly back to the line. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
Get him. Get him.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he's a real
Good shit, defense.
man tackled in this no-gain land. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Milrow.
That's fine.
He looks that one in nicely.
That's fine.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They immediately call timeout.
Yeah, go ahead. You knew it. You knew what was coming, man. The inevitable. Bro, I tricked off. Let me see. I already tricked off 2 games this season to start the season. I don't think I can lose no more. I can't lose no more. Oh, we're not going to the playoffs, I don't think. I think. Yeah, we exposed those, bro. If you a bum playing with Bama, you get exposed. But like I say, bro, with these tier 1s, if somebody know what they doing, with a tier 1, bro, it can get crazy.
That only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19. And First down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. That one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. These two first met back in 1915.
No, yeah, it don't. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, I don't care who you got.
Do they wake up?
Well, two programs
I'll expose a motherfucker. But if a motherfucker do know what he doing and he playing with one of these, it's like, ooh, shit, we in for a fight.
This is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Look where he's throwing the ball, bro. Where are you throwing the ball?
Off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. David, as a Georgia legend.
All right, Lagway, you already know I'll take your ass out. You keep doing that shit.
I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a connection. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit.
Yeah, bro, I can never get into the mud and cut stuff, bro.
Know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's gonna come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Yeah, a lot of this shit, bro, you just come against the same shit all the fucking time, bro. Like, you watch one of them, you watch, you know, you watch the same thing over and over and over and over. Everybody play the same.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on second down. They want to just keep throwing it.
Got him.
Reels it in the end zone.
Damn, he just quit. What the fuck? Yeah, bro, like that's one thing about me. Like when I play this shit, I don't like to be like everybody else, bro. I don't want to use the same team that everybody using. I don't want to run shit that everybody be running. I try to go against the grain, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. But people forget, bro, like them is motherfucking pros. You can't just they be trying to look at what a pro doing and use it like, bro, you not like that.
There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway.
Like, yeah, bro, you got Georgia and you quitting because you down 6-0. That's terrible.
Looking for blockers.
That's how I tell you, these motherfuckers got no heart, bro.
And the coverage team able to make the...
Once that bullshit don't work, they're like, oh, nah, I gotta quit.
At the 13.
See, the thing about that shit, bro, sometimes you can fucking hit it. I mean, sometimes you can beat that shit, but then sometimes it's like my old line just like, bro, fuck. They'll just fucking sell me.
Line gets set, first down. Back to pass, it's Ward. Fires to the right. It's complete.
Oh, running back held on to that,
And
bro.
they'll finally bring him down after he
I
rips
broke
off
on that
a
bitch,
huge
too.
play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver.
How I stay
A great job sneaking in the backfield,
motivated to
getting
work
the
out, bro.
football,
Like,
letting
you
them
just
get
gotta
some positive yards.
one health, bro. One is motherfucking just being healthy.
Humming on this drive, and now it's
And then,
first
yeah,
down
you gotta
from
like how you look,
36.
brother. That's a fact, bro. You gotta like how you look, man.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
And the other thing is too, bro, like when motherfucker run up on you, you gotta be able to get him off.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half.
The fuck
They'll
it
go
had
to
me
the
in.
sideline and try to make adjustments.
I'm still kind of mad after that first play. I felt like I broke on that, bro. And that fucking running back caught it.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Thank you. I'm like, no false start.
On that offensive line, that'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27.
I'm telling you, bro. Next, when 26 run out, bro, I got a group of motherfuckers, bro. We getting the dynasty cracking
Back, it's Ward.
as soon as that bitch come out.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to
Hopefully
do.
they put the cross-play on Dynasty next year, bro. I don't know why they did this
Getting
year.
upfield, you're under pressure, you don't have timing, and as a result now, 4th down.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth.
Yeah, Pot. I was trying to put one together with like a lot of the top players, bro, but you can't even cross-play on here. That's just stupid.
Fresh set of downs.
Yeah, 26 not gonna be free for a minute, bro. At first, they're gonna have to buy that shit.
The Hurricanes are flying down the field. Back to the air one more time. On the move and looking deep.
Where's my guy at?
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That's crazy. That motherfucker wide open. Where are we at?
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 20. Steps out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what they were looking for.
Damn, big boy, I need you to get out there and get a block though.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Slides away. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
To the air. It's Lagway. Incomplete.
Missed a simple drag though.
Before he wanted to, the defense put the heat on.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The short hands. It's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, that Gear War older than motherfucker, bro. I think when I was in high school, motherfuckers was playing that shit.
Miami 7, Florida 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Lagway. Skips away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I'm all digital, bro. I just got them downloaded to my Xbox. I feel like that's easier than a disc and shit. I haven't bought a disc game in I don't know how long.
Cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, wants to throw it. Buying some time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I do miss them trips to GameStop though, bro, but it's just easier to go ahead and download that bitch right on the Xbox. Have it whenever you need it. And the disc always be getting broken or scratched at some point. Like.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Nah, GameStop, that was the plug, bro.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
GameStop ain't never did me wrong.
He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he just chucks it into the
Only thing that gets you on is them trade-off. When you choose to trade games in sometimes, bro, you be like, bro, I got 30 games. You give me $7.50. When they about to flip all them bitches for 20 bucks at least.
Second down. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Fires
That's us.
wide out.
Yeah.
And the pass is intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to trade some shit in, yeah, they not going to fuck with you on that.
Making a big play, getting the ball back to
But everything else, they good for.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage
Good
of
swerve,
this
man.
golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man.
Get out the way, little boy.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field.
Hit the weight room.
On the drag. Nice play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Good shit, boy.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Give me that. What are you doing?
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Oh, give me a second, line. We had a tub.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Buys a little time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Get in there. Good shit, boy.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's George. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 21, Miami 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll keep it on the ground to start.
Good block, receiver.
On the move at the 30.
That's a good block out there,
And
man.
chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Those outside runs.
He was whooping his ass out there.
Great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Operating operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running.
Yes, sir.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
God damn.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he
Motherfucker.
thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Ward.
No, sir.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24.
I mean, I guess, I probably ain't the best person to ask because I'm just starting this shit in December, bro. But, yeah, I mean,
After the incompletion,
definitely just be yourself, bro. Don't be on here doing trying to be nobody else and shit like that. And be consistent, you know what I'm saying? I'm on pretty much every day, bro. Around the same time, you know what I'm saying?
And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step...
Got him up out of here, man. Let's go. Let go. Man, that's a fact, bro. You don't feel like getting on the game? Get your ass on the game. What games you be streaming, bro? This?
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
Okay, so you on your football shit, though. Hell yeah. Yeah, but I mean, shit. Be on every day, be who you are, and bust ass, bro. And motherfuckers will come.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact, bro. Sometimes I be playing the duty and I go crazy, and I'm like, damn, bro, I should have been streaming that shit. The fuck?
The
My
offense
shit
will
was just
have to
tripping.
use its first timeout of the half.
She's up.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Man, this weak ass shit, bro. About to do this bullshit again, bro.
A first down for the offense.
Yeah.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield.
Why are you moving?
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the tackler. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone.
And here we go.
Touchdown, Florida.
Fuck. I knew it was gonna do me like this too, man. That's why I was going no huddle, 'cause I knew it was gonna do this shit as soon as we got back to this. Appreciate you, bro. That shit was nothing but fuck me over.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5.
Oh my god, bro. They ain't fixed this shit by now, bro. This shit weak.
56-yard touchdown pass.
They should be doing this shit all the time, bro. These servers is terrible. Yeah, a lot of times, like, it'll do it 1 or 2 times, it'd be good, but sometimes it just do this shit. This shit weak.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it off.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I ain't even got no more pauses, bro. I'll decline them and shit. Sometimes when you decline them, it start working, but yeah, I can't even. I ain't got no pauses left.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the
This shit be so fucking random too, bro. Like, motherfucker play 40 straight games, be cool, and then this shit just pop up. You want me to accept it? It's not gonna do shit.
I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow.
Dumbass shit. Yeah, I can't do shit. Use a real one though, bro. Use a real one. You probably the realest motherfucker I seen. Most motherfuckers just be accepting this shit. Yeah. Hopefully we meet up again, bro. Man, that shit was weak. He was real though, cause he called timeouts when I had the ball. I mean, he paused it when I had the ball, cause it was gonna kick me. That's why I was trying to huddle it up, man.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... Brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's in open space downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
And he's got it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
We knew this offense wanted to come in here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end.
Get off me. What's
Touchdown,
up?
Gator! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires.
That's us.
Right.
Oh my God, what are they taking?
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so
Fuck,
much.
they
They do
taking
a better job reeling it in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20.
Damn, you can't make the tackle though.
Touchdown, Auburn. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a play there. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a...
Snatches it on the run.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Hauls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And the Gators are on the move. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Florida! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this run.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 14, Auburn 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Release to the back. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops.
Josh, you gotta
That
get
is a
that.
catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
He tries to take the top off.
Catch it? Nope.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
Good shit.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they... The connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time...
Fires into traffic.
Oh, I didn't even see that, boy. Good defense.
Bringing it back.
I didn't even see that, motherfucker.
He's at the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mertz. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
That's it.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Stands in and
Somebody, thank you. Just catch that shit.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback had flat fitted in a tight window. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That's caught. It's Daniels. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Back to pass. It's Mertz. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions, setting up third down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Gator! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the grab at the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 28, Auburn 14.
Just about set to kick it away.
Number 26, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Looking for a man. It's Thorne.
Oh my God.
Pass not
Let him hit him right in the fucking chest.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 4th down, going to the air.
Get him. Good shit.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll throw on third down. They're trying to get to it, and they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Field goal is good, and now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Onto the field again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking downfield, it's Thorne.
Mm-hmm.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Gators! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might spit him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it.
Oh, that let me drop it.
Hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fairweather. He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that's good enough for first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They make the tackle,
Okay,
but he's
this
got a
motherfucker's
fresh
killing
set of
this.
downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go.
Oh, my God, bro. Ran right into 2 people. What are y'all doing?
Too late, but they still do count it for 6.
Nobody gonna tackle him.
On one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.
All right, y'all boys, man, I'm gonna get off this motherfucker, bro. Y'all be cool, man. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. When we get back on, we'll start this playoff run. Get another championship, man. Y'all be smooth, bro. Yeah, that shit felt like it went forever, bro. That motherfucker would not get out of there. I respect it, though. I would do the same shit, man. All right, bro. Y'all be cool, man. Yes, sir.